Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger have always been vocal about their dislike of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in the recently held annual shareholders meeting by Berkshire Hathaway. The duo took another swipe at it and said that Bitcoin will likely crash to zero. There's no denying that Buffett and Munger don't like Bitcoin, and that remains a fact until this day. If you've been following Buffett for a while now, you know that he holds shareholder meetings every year. During that time, he talks about anything related to investing. He rarely talks about the negative side of things, but this year, he didn't shy away from speaking his mind about Bitcoin. When asked if he would invest in Bitcoin if it was offered to him for only $25, he said,
"Now, if you told me you owned all of the Bitcoin in the world and you offered it to me for $25, I wouldn't take it because what would I do with it?"
Why Buffett doesn't like Bitcoin? There are 5 reasons why Buffett doesn't like Bitcoin. 1. It doesn't produce anything. A house will give you rental income while a bond produces interest. The same thing cannot be said about Bitcoin. 2. Bitcoin depends on another person paying a higher price for what you own. You can only make money out of Bitcoin if someone else is willing to pay more for the Bitcoin you have. 3. Buffett is worried about fraud since Bitcoin allows anonymous transactions. 4. The dollar is the only currency used and accepted in the United States. 5. The United States won't let Bitcoin replace the dollar as its currency. A different view on Buffett's take on Bitcoin. Although it's true that Bitcoin doesn't produce anything as a currency, it was never made to produce anything in the first place. Just like the US dollar, it doesn't produce anything, but a lot of people from different parts of the globe want to own it. On the second point, for Bitcoin to be profitable, it needs someone else to be willing to pay more for it. But just like the US dollar, many people are willing to pay more in order to get it. Bitcoin may eventually become a currency that other people will be willing to pay more for. As for the fraud problem, it's an issue that the Bitcoin community has to address, but once appropriate rules and regulations are set in place, the problem of fraudulent and shady transactions can be lessened or averted. Bitcoin may not yet be a widely accepted currency that is used for various kinds of transactions, but it's already starting to take hold. Some stores like Domino's and Fancy.com allow Bitcoin as the mode of payment. In the past, people used gold and silver to trade. Now, we use different currencies. There may come a time when Bitcoin will be used in place of cash. Before we continue, we would really appreciate it if you can like and share this video. Feel free to leave your comment below. We would love to hear from you. Charlie Munger's take on Bitcoin.
In my life, I try and avoid things that are stupid and evil and make me look bad in comparison with somebody else. Bitcoin does all 3.
That's why he avoids cryptocurrency. He believes it's stupid because it'll eventually crash to zero. It's evil because it undermines the national currency and the Federal Reserve System. Lastly, it makes the United States look more foolish than China's communist leader. He believes that China was smarter than the US because it was able to ban Bitcoin right from the get-go. If there's anything that we can learn from Warren Buffett, it's to make sure that you build a portfolio that will survive, especially during market panics, just like what happened back in 2007 to 2009. Don't take positions that will lead to a permanent loss of use investing techniques that would only harm you in case of a financial crisis. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and share this video if you found it relevant and useful. Do you agree with Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger? Or do you have a different point of view? Leave your comments below.